Welcome to TKT course by Teacher Teresa. Module 1. Part 1. Describing language and language skills. Unit 1. Grammar. Contents. Grammar. Grammar is the set of rules that shape how words and sentences are formed and how they convey meaning. It includes a large number of forms and uses. Key concepts. Grammatical forms. Grammatical forms are specific word patterns used in a language to convey meaning or function. For example, in English, the form for making plurals is adding s or es to nouns, and the gerund form is created by adding ing to verbs. Grammatical forms can be identified in three key aspects of language: words with affixes, parts of speech, and grammatical structures. Words with affixes, prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes are groups of letters added to the beginning of a base word to change its meaning. Common prefixes include pre, before, predict, preschool; sub, under, beneath, submarine, submerge; anti, against, antivirus, antibiotic; un, negation, undo, unhappy; repetition, restoration, reunite, reconsider; negation, removal, disagree, disconnect; to, bilingual, bicycle; wrong, misunderstand, mislead; not, non-profit, non-stop; not, incomplete, impossible; tricycle, tripod; between, international, interact; super, above, supermarket, supernatural; multi, many, multitask, multicolor; across, transform, transport; together, cooperate, co-pilot. Suffixes are groups of letters added to the end of a base word to change its meaning. Common suffixes include ed, past tense, past participle, walked, played; s, plural, possessive, cats, Johns; ing, present participle, walking, playing; person who does an action, teacher, singer; ly, forms adverbs, quickly, happily; ment, action, process, result, movement, judgment, achievement. Other examples include tion, celebration, information; ful, beautiful, joyful; less, careless, hopeless; able, predictable, manageable; ible, accessible, visible; ous, dangerous, curious; ic, basic, specific; al, musical, natural; cloudy, sandy; ness, happiness, darkness; ize, specialize, organize; ate, activate, educate. Parts of speech. English has 9 parts of speech. nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, determiners, pronouns, prepositions, conjunctions, and exclamations. They describe how words function in sentences and combine grammatically with other words, shaping the structure and meaning of language. Nouns. Functions of nouns. To name a person, place, thing, event, quality, idea, or concept. Paris is a beautiful city. To act as the subject, object, or complement in a sentence. Subject: the cat is sleeping. Object: she loves chocolate. Complement: he is a teacher. Types of nouns. 1. Countable nouns, apples, bottles, books. She has many books on her shelf. 2. Uncountable nouns, juice, water, knowledge. Water is essential for life. 3. Common nouns, boy, city, restaurant. The boy is playing in the park. 4. Proper nouns, John, Paris, McDonald's. John visited Paris last summer. 5. Concrete nouns, trophy, courtroom, gift. He gave her a beautiful gift. 6. Abstract nouns, unity, justice, love. Love is a beautiful feeling. 7. Collective nouns, team, jury, family. The team celebrated their victory. 8. Compound nouns, toothpaste, bus stop, mother-in-law. I need to buy some toothpaste. Verbs. Functions of verbs. To express an action. They play soccer every weekend. To express an occurrence. The storm arrived unexpectedly. To express a state of being. The sky is clear today. Types of verbs. 1. Regular verbs, talk, play, laugh. She talks on the phone every day. 2. Irregular verbs, think, choose, go. They went to the park yesterday. 3. Transitive verbs, drive, tease, sing. She drives a car. 4. Intransitive verbs, arrive, smile, relax. He arrives early. 5. Active voice, cook, eat, sing. The chef cooked a delicious meal. 6. Passive voice, was delivered, were given, is completed. The letter was delivered this morning. 7. Phrasal verbs, hang out, set up, turn off. Please turn off the lights when you leave. 8. Multi-word verbs, look forward to, take care of, run out of. They look forward to the vacation. 9. Auxiliary verbs or helping verbs, verb to be, verb to have, verb to do, and modals. She has finished her work. 10. Modals, can, should, must. You can join us if you want. 11. Linking verbs, seem, feel, become. The task seems difficult. 12. Infinitives: to share, to enjoy, to explore. She wants to explore new places. 13. Imperative: take, close, right. Take good photos. 14. Participles: past participles: packed, brought. The packed boxes are ready for shipment. Present participles: running, dancing. The running water created a soothing sound. 15. Gerunds: base form of the verb plus ing. Sharing, watching, dancing. Sharing is caring. 16. Tenses: present simple tense. We often have picnics in the forest. Past simple tense: last summer, we had a picnic by the lake. Simple future tense: next month, we will have a picnic in the forest. Adjectives: functions of adjectives. To describe a noun. The deep ocean is mysterious. To modify a noun. She bought a comfortable chair for her office. To specify a noun. I want the large pizza, please. Types of adjectives. 1. Descriptive adjectives: tall, bright, colorful. The tall building. 2. Quantitative adjectives: several, few, some. Several books. 3. Demonstrative adjectives: this, that, these, those. This chair. 4. Possessive adjectives: her, your, their. Her idea. 5. Comparative adjectives: smarter, faster, prettier. Smarter student. 6. Superlative adjectives: richest, best, most interesting. Richest man in the city. 7. Compound adjectives. Adjective plus noun: high speed, full time. High speed train. Noun plus adjective: leather-bound, silver-coated. Leather-bound book. Adjective plus adjective: long-lasting, dark-haired. Long-lasting battery. Noun plus participle: mud-covered, breathtaking. Mud-covered shoes. Number plus noun: 2-day, 5-star. 2-day event. Adverbs. Functions of adverbs. To modify a verb. She runs quickly in the morning. To modify an adjective. The dress is incredibly beautiful. To modify another adverb. He speaks quite softly. To modify a sentence. Fortunately, we arrived on time. Types of adverbs. 1. Adverbs of manner: carefully, gently, bravely. Read the instructions carefully before starting the project. 2. Adverbs of place: here, inside, upstairs. You can park your car here. 3. Adverbs of time: soon, yesterday, recently. I will call you back soon. 4. Adverbs of frequency: always, often, never. She always drinks coffee in the morning. 5. Adverbs of quantity: a lot, enough, much. They talk a lot during meeting. 6. Adverbs of degree: very, slightly, extremely. The book was very useful for my research. 7. Adverbs of focus: especially, only, mainly. I enjoyed the meal, especially the dessert. 8. Adverbs of attitude: thankfully, sadly, hopefully. Thankfully, we arrived on time. Determiners. Functions of determiners: to identify a noun. That house is new. To indicate quantity or amount. Some people prefer tea. Types of determiners. 1. Articles. Definite article: the. The dog is barking. Indefinite articles: an. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. 2. Demonstratives: this, that, these, those. These cookies are fresh. 3. Possessives: my, our, your. My bag is heavy. 4. Quantifiers: many, one, all. Many students passed the exam. 5. Interrogatives: whose, which, what. Whose book is this? 6. Distributives: each, either, neither. Each child received a gift. Pronouns. Functions of pronouns: to replace a noun and avoid repetition. She is my friend. To show possession. This is her pet dog. To refer to people or things in a general way. Someone is at the door. Types of pronouns. 1. Personal pronouns. Subject: I, we, you, they, he, she, it. He is a student. Object: me, us, you, them, him, her, it. The teacher gave him a book. 2. Possessive pronouns: mine, ours, yours, theirs, his, hers, its. This pen is mine. 3. Reflexive pronouns: myself, ourselves, yourself, themselves, himself, herself, itself. She made the cake herself. 4. Demonstrative pronouns: this, that, these, those. This is my favorite place. 5. Interrogative pronouns: who, whom, which, what. Who is coming to the party? 6. Relative pronouns: who, whom, whose, which, that. The book that you gave me is interesting. 7. Indefinite pronouns: everyone, anything, somebody, none, all. Everyone enjoyed the concert. Prepositions. Function, link nouns, pronouns, or phrases to other words in a sentence. They often indicate relationships in terms of place, time, direction, manner, etc. Types of prepositions. 1. Prepositions of place in, on, under. The cat is under the table. 2. Prepositions of time, before, after, during. We'll meet after lunch. 3. Prepositions of direction, towards, into, up. She walked into the room. 4. Prepositions of manner like, as, by. He achieved success by working hard. 5. Prepositions of agent, by, with, from. The advice came from a trusted friend. 6. Prepositions of instrument, with, by. He wrote the letter with a pen. 7. Prepositions of cause, because of, due to, owing to. The match was cancelled due to the rain. 8. Prepositions of possession, of, with, belonging to. The man with the hat is my uncle. 9. Prepositions of purpose, for, to, in order to. This gift is for you. 10. Prepositions of condition, in case of, in the event of, on condition of. In case of fire, use stairs instead of the elevator. 11. Prepositions of movement, across, through, over. She walked across the street. 12. Prepositions of contrast, despite, in spite of, unlike. He succeeded despite the challenges. 13. Prepositions of dependence, on, upon, with. The increase in sales is linked with the new marketing strategy. 14. Prepositions of exemplification, such as, including, for example. He likes many sports, including tennis. 15. Prepositions of exception, except, apart from, other than. Everyone is invited except John. Conjunctions. Function, connect words, phrases, clauses, or sentences, linking ideas and showing relationships between them. Types of conjunctions. 1. Coordinating conjunctions. Function, connect words, phrases, or clauses of equal importance. And, addition. She has a cat and a dog. But, contrast. She wanted to go to the movie, but she had to study. Or, choice. Would you like coffee or tea? So, result. He was tired, so he went to bed early. 2. Subordinating conjunctions. Function, connect a dependent clause to an independent clause, indicating the relationship between them. Because, reason. She stayed home because she was sick. So that, purpose. She studied hard so that she could pass the exam. As, comparison, reason. He is as tall as his brother. As she was tired, she rested. Since, reason, time. They cancelled the picnic since it started raining. He has been working since morning. When, time, condition. She called me when she got home. I smile when you are happy. While, time, contrast. He read while waiting for the rain to stop. She likes video games, while her brother prefers sports. If, condition, informal time. I will come if I finish work early. If you see him, tell him I said hello. 3. Correlative conjunctions. Function. Pairs of conjunctions that work together to connect words, phrases, or clauses of equal importance. Either, or, choice. You can either stay here or come with us. Neither, nor, negation. Neither the rain nor the wind stopped the event from happening. Both, and, addition. She is both smart and hardworking. Exclamations. Function. Show strong emotions such as joy, excitement, enthusiasm, satisfaction, admiration, surprise, anger, frustration, fear, pain, sorrow, etc. Types of exclamations. 1. Interjections. Wow, oh, ouch. Oh. I didn't see you there. 2. Exclamatory words. Bravo, perfect, fantastic. Fantastic. You did a great job. 3. Exclamatory phrases. Well done, how beautiful, what a surprise. Well done. It was a good performance. 4. Exclamatory clauses. How lucky they are. Oh no, how could you? 5. Exclamatory sentences. I can't believe we won. That's amazing. Words with dual functions. 1. Words that can be used as both countable and uncountable nouns. Paper, time, hair, light, chicken, etc. Paper. Countable. There were several papers on the desk. Uncountable. The printer is out of paper. Time. Countable. I visited the museum 3 times. Uncountable. I don't have much time left. 2. Words that can be used as both singular and plural nouns. Fish, sheep, deer, aircraft, species, etc. Fish. Singular. The fish in the tank is colorful. Plural. There are many fish in the ocean. Sheep. Singular. The farmer owns a sheep. Plural. The sheep are grazing in the field. 3. Words that can be used as both gerund and noun. Writing, painting, building, drawing, training, etc. Writing. Gerund. Writing helps me express my thoughts. Noun. Her writing is impressive. Painting. Gerund. She enjoys painting landscapes. Noun. I have a beautiful painting in my living room. 4. Words that can be used as both noun and verb. Dance, smoke, change, drive, walk, etc. Dance. Noun. Their dance captured everyone's attention. Verb. We like to dance at weddings. Smoke. Noun. The smoke from the fire filled the air. Verb. Please don't smoke in this room. 5. Words that can be used as both regular and irregular verbs. Learn, dream, burn, spoil, smell, etc. Learn. Regular. I learned a new skill yesterday. Irregular. She learnt a lot from her experiences. Dream. Regular. I dreamed of a beautiful beach last night. Irregular. She dreamt about her friend yesterday. 6. Words that can be used as both transitive and intransitive verbs. Break, grow, move, stop, close, etc. Break. Transitive. She breaks the vase every time she cleans. Intransitive. Glass easily breaks under pressure. Grow. Transitive. They grow vegetables in the garden. Intransitive. The plants grow quickly in the summer. 7. Words that can be used as both auxiliary verb and main verb. Have, do, be, can, will, etc. Have. Auxiliary verb. They have finished their homework. Main verb. I have a new car. Do. Auxiliary verb. Do you want to join us for dinner? Main verb. You always do your best in every situation. 8. Words that can be used as both linking verb and action verb. Feel, look, seem, taste, appear, etc. Feel. Linking verb. She feels tired after a long day. Action verb. She can feel the rain starting. Look. Linking verb. The cake looks delicious. Action verb. He always looks at the sky during sunset. 9. Words that can be used as both verb and adjective. Cool, dry, warm, clear, clean, etc. Cool. Verb. Please cool the soup before serving. Adjective. The weather is cool today. Dry. Verb. Hang your clothes to dry. Adjective. The dry towel is clean. 10. Words that can be used as both adjective and adverb. Late, high, deep, tight, low, etc. Late. Adjective. He caught the late train this morning. Adverb. She worked late last night. High. Adjective. The high mountain was covered in snow. Adverb. The kite flew high in the sky. 11. Words that can be used as both adverb and preposition. Up, around, over, along, through, etc. Up. Adverb, she climbed up quickly. Preposition, he walked up the hill. Around. Adverb, she looked around before leaving. Preposition, they gathered around the table. 12. Words that can be used as both determiner and pronoun. Some, all, each, both, few, etc. Some. Determiner, I have some apples in the fridge. Pronoun, some have already left the party. All. Determiner, all students must submit their assignments. Pronoun, all were invited to the event. 13. Words that can be used as both preposition and conjunction. Until, after, before, as, since, etc. Until. Preposition, the store is open until 9 p.m. Conjunction, I waited until she arrived. After. Preposition, we can meet after the meeting. Conjunction, I'll call you after I finish my work. Grammatical structures. We can find different grammatical forms within a specific grammatical structure. Grammatical structures are present not only in various forms of parts of speech but also at the levels of phrases, clauses, and sentences. Structure. Form. Superlative of long adjectives. The most plus long adjective plus in or of. Example, she is the most talented dancer in the group. Prepositional phrase. Preposition plus, article or determiner, plus noun. Example, on the table. Relative clause. Relative pronoun, example, who, which, that, plus subject plus verb. Example, the book that you lent me is excellent. Present continuous. Subject plus present tense of the verb to be plus ing form of verb. Example, she is dancing. Comparative correlative. The plus comparative adjective or adverb plus subject plus verb. The plus comparative adjective or adverb plus subject plus verb. Example, the harder he works, the more successful he becomes. Interrogative sentence. Question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb. Example, where are you going? Zero conditional. If or other conditional words plus subject plus present simple verb, comma, subject plus present simple verb. Example, if you heat water, it boils. Compound sentence. Independent clause plus coordinating conjunction, example, and, but, or, plus independent clause. Example, I wanted to go for a walk, but it started raining. Complex sentence. Subordinating conjunction, example, although, because, when, plus dependent clause plus comma plus independent clause. Example, although it was raining, we decided to go for a walk. Grammatical uses. Grammatical uses refer to the ways grammatical structures are used to convey meaning. The meaning or use of a particular grammatical structure often depends on the context in which it is used. Sentence types and structures. Sentence types. Sentences can be categorized based on their purpose, statements, or declarative, questions, or interrogative, commands, or imperative, and exclamations, or exclamatory. Declarative, the sun is shining. Interrogative, is the sun shining? Imperative, open the window. Exclamatory, what a beautiful day. Sentence structures. Sentence structures refer to the way words are organized in a sentence. They can be categorized based on their complexity. Simple sentence, one independent clause. Example, the flowers bloom. Compound sentence, two or more independent clauses, joined by a coordinating conjunction or a semicolon. Example, the flowers bloom, and the birds sing. Complex sentence, one independent clause and at least one dependent clause. Example, the flowers bloom when the sun rises. Compound complex sentence, two or more independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. Example, the flowers bloom, and the birds sing when the sun rises. Concord, subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement means that the form of the verb must correspond with the number of the subject. In other words, a singular subject takes a singular verb. A plural subject takes a plural verb. 1. Singular and plural subjects. Example, the bird sings sweetly. The birds sing sweetly. The tree has strong branches. The trees have strong branches. The gardener does his best to keep the garden beautiful. The gardeners do their best to keep the garden beautiful. Does the flower bloom in the early morning? Do the flowers bloom in the early morning? The stream is sparkling. The streams are sparkling. The child was admiring the beautiful butterfly. The children were admiring the beautiful butterfly. 2. Compound subjects. When joined by and, the subject is usually plural. The dog and the cat are playing. When joined by or nor, the verb agrees with the subject closest to it. Neither the dog nor the cat is missing. 3. Compound subjects, indefinite pronouns. Always singular, for example, everyone, someone, takes a singular verb. Everyone enjoys the view. Someone is picking flowers. Always plural, for example, several, few, takes a plural verb. Several visit the garden regularly. Few know the names of the flowers. 4. Collective nouns. Collective nouns, for example, team, group, can be singular or plural depending on whether the group acts as a single unit or as individuals. The team is winning. Singular. The team are arguing among themselves. Plural. 5. Titles and names. Titles of books, movies, etc., and names of companies are considered singular. The Sea and the Snow is a historical romance novel. 12 tenses. Tense is the verb form that indicates the time of action. The 12 tenses include present, past and future in simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous forms. Present simple describes habitual actions, general truths, and scheduled events. Examples. She drinks coffee every morning. Habitual action. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. General truth. The class begins at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Scheduled event. Present continuous, or present progressive, describes actions happening now, temporary situations, and future plans. Examples. She is reading a book now. Action happening now. I am staying with my friend while my house is being renovated. Temporary situation. I am meeting John for dinner tomorrow. Future plan. Present perfect describes experiences, ongoing situations, and recently completed actions. Examples. I have tried sushi before. Experiences. She has lived here for 5 years. Ongoing situation. He has just finished his homework. Recently completed action. Present perfect continuous, or present perfect progressive, describes actions that started in the past and are still ongoing, recent actions with emphasis on duration, and actions that have been repeated over a period of time up to now. Examples. She has been studying for 3 hours. Ongoing action. I have been waiting for your call. Duration-focused action. They have been practicing every day. Repeated action. Past simple describes completed actions in the past, habits in the past, and reported speech. Examples. She visited Korea last year. Completed action. They walked to school every day when they were kids. Past habits. She told me she was tired. Reported speech. Past continuous, or past progressive, describes ongoing actions in the past, simultaneous actions in the past, and interrupted actions in the past. Examples. They were watching TV at 8 p.m. last night. Ongoing action in the past. While she was cooking, he was setting the table. Simultaneous actions in the past. I was reading when the phone rang. Interrupted action. Past perfect describes completed actions before another past action, past experiences up to a certain point in time, and hypothetical past conditions. Examples: She had cooked breakfast before the kids woke up. Completed action before another. By the time he was 30, he had traveled to over 20 countries. Past experience up to a certain point in time. If I had known about the meeting, I would have attended. Hypothetical past condition. Past perfect continuous, or past perfect progressive, describes ongoing past action interrupted by another action, repeated past actions, and emphasis on duration before a specific time in the past. Examples: She had been cooking dinner when the power went out. Ongoing action interrupted. He had been swimming every morning until the pool closed down. Repeated past action. I had been waiting for over an hour before the bus finally arrived. Emphasis on duration before a specific time. Future simple describes future actions or status, predictions, and facts about the future. Examples: They will move to a new house next week. Future action. The movie will be a huge success. Prediction. It will be a leap year next year. Fact about the future. Future continuous, or future progressive, describes ongoing actions in the future, emphasis on duration or continuity, and parallel actions in the future. Examples: By this time next month, I will be traveling across Europe. Ongoing action. I will be studying for my final exams all weekend. Emphasis on duration or continuity. They will be exploring the city while we will be relaxing at the beach. Parallel actions. Future perfect describes actions completed before a future point, actions completed before another future action, and future completion leading to result. Examples: By next year, I will have graduated from college. Action completed before a future point. She will have cleaned the room by the time the guests arrive. Action completed before another future action. You will be tired after the hike because you will have walked for hours. Future completion leading to result. Future perfect continuous, or future perfect progressive, describes ongoing actions up to a future point, future actions interrupted by another event, and future assumptions. Examples: By next month, I will have been studying French for 1 year. Ongoing action up to a future point. She will have been gardening for hours when the guests arrive. Future interrupted action. Technology will have been changing our lives in many ways. Future assumption. Active voice and passive voice. Active voice. Active voice focuses on the subject performing the action. It is clear and straightforward. The structure is usually subject plus verb plus object. Example: The teacher explains the lesson clearly. Passive voice. Passive voice focuses on the action or the object. It is used when the door is unknown, unimportant, or obvious. It creates an impersonal tone, often preferred in formal or academic writing. The structure is usually object plus verb to be plus past participle plus by subject. Example: the painting was stolen from the museum. Door is unknown. The results will be announced tomorrow. Door is unimportant. The report was submitted yesterday. Door is obvious. The decision was made by the Board of Directors after careful consideration of all factors. Formal writing. Not all verbs can be used in the passive voice. Intransitive verbs, which do not require a direct object, cannot form passive constructions. Example: she sleeps. No passive form. Passive voice can also be used with imperative sentences. Example: active, please submit the report. Passive, please have the report submitted. Active and passive voice in different tenses. 1. Simple present. Active, she writes a letter. Passive, a letter is written by her. Question: active, does she write a letter? Question: passive, is a letter written by her? 2. Present continuous. She is writing a letter. A letter is being written by her. Is she writing a letter? Is a letter being written by her? 3. Present perfect. She has written a letter. A letter has been written by her. Has she written a letter? Has a letter been written by her? 4. Present perfect continuous. She has been writing a letter. A letter has been being written by her. Rarely used. Has she been writing a letter? Has a letter been being written by her? Rarely used. 5. Simple past. She wrote a letter. A letter was written by her. Did she write a letter? Was a letter written by her? 6. Past continuous. She was writing a letter. A letter was being written by her. Was she writing a letter? Was a letter being written by her? 7. Past perfect. She had written a letter. A letter had been written by her. Had she written a letter? Had a letter been written by her? 8. Past perfect continuous. She had been writing a letter. A letter had been being written by her. Rarely used. Had she been writing a letter? Had a letter been being written by her? Rarely used. 9. Simple future. She will write a letter. A letter will be written by her. Will she write a letter? Will a letter be written by her? 10. Future continuous. She will be writing a letter. A letter will be being written by her. Rarely used. Will she be writing a letter? Will a letter be being written by her? Rarely used. 11. Future perfect. She will have written a letter. A letter will have been written by her. Will she have written a letter? Will a letter have been written by her? 12. Future perfect continuous. She will have been writing a letter. A letter will have been being written by her. Rarely used. Will she have been writing a letter? Will a letter have been being written by her? Rarely used. Direct speech and indirect speech. Direct speech. Quotes exact words. Includes a reporting clause. Example, he said. Examples. Statement, I work here, he said. Command, turn in your homework tomorrow, the teacher said. Question, are you coming tonight? He asked. Exclamation, what a beautiful day. She exclaimed. Indirect speech. Paraphrases without quoting exact words. Adjusts tenses, pronouns, and time and place words. Example. He said that he worked there. Guidelines for converting direct to indirect speech. Statement, use that. Optional. It can be omitted if the meaning is clear, especially in informal or simple sentences. Change tenses, pronouns, and time and place expressions. I work here, he said. He said that he worked there. We don't need it now, they said. They said that they did not need it then. Command. Use verbs like told, reminded, warned, or advised. Add to, before the base verb. Change don't to not to. Change tenses, pronouns, and time and place expressions. Turn in your homework tomorrow, the teacher said. The teacher told us to turn in our homework the next day. Don't forget your keys, he said. He reminded us not to forget our keys. Question, change to statement form. Use if, or, whether, for yes or no questions. Use WH word for WH questions. Change tenses, pronouns, and time and place expressions. Are you coming tonight? He asked. He asked if I was coming that night. Where did you go? She asked. She asked where I had gone. Exclamation. Use verbs like exclaimed. Convert to a statement. Change tenses, pronouns, and time and place expressions. What a beautiful day! She exclaimed. She exclaimed that it was a beautiful day. 1. Tense changes. Present simple to past simple. I work here, he said. He said he worked there. Present continuous to past continuous. I am going tonight, she said. She said she was going that night. Present perfect to past perfect. We have finished, they said. They said they had finished. Past simple to past perfect. I visited London, he said. He said he had visited London. Past continuous to past perfect continuous. I was cooking, she said. She said she had been cooking. Future, will to would. I will call you, he said. He said he would call me. Modals, can to could, may to might, must and have to, had to. I can swim, he said. He said he could swim. I may attend, she said. She said she might attend. I must leave, he said. He said he had to leave. No tense change. Facts or universal truths. The earth revolves around the sun, he said. He said the earth revolves around the sun. Present or future reporting verb. I love chocolate, she says. She says she loves chocolate. We will meet at the cafe, they will say. They will say they will meet at the cafe. 2. Pronoun changes. First person, I, me, my, mine, we, us, our, ours. She said, I am happy. She said she was happy. We enjoyed our vacation, they said. They said they enjoyed their vacation. Second person, you, your, yours. He said, you must finish your work. He said I must finish my work. You can bring your book, he said to her. He told her she could bring her book. Third person, he, him, his, she, her, hers, they, them, their, theirs. He said, they are leaving. He said they were leaving. Mary said, he gave her the book. Mary said he had given her the book. 3. Time and place words changes. Now, then. We need it now, they said. They said they needed it then. Here, there. I work here, John said. John said he worked there. Ago, before. I met her 2 days ago, he said. He said he had met her 2 days before. This, that. I'll take this book, she said. She said she would take that book. These, those. I want these shoes, he said. He said he wanted those shoes. Today, that day. I'll finish it today, he said. He said he would finish it that day. Tonight, that night. Are you coming tonight? He asked. He asked if I was coming that night. tomorrow, the next day or the following day. I'll call you tomorrow, she said. She said she would call me the next day. Yesterday, the day before or the previous day. I saw him yesterday, she said. She said she had seen him the day before. Last, the previous. I graduated last year, she said. She said she had graduated the previous year. Auxiliary verbs and modals. Auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are helping verbs, used with the main verb, to form tenses, moods, and voices. The primary auxiliary verbs are be, have, do, and modals. Be, is, are, was, were, be, been, being. Examples. She is running. Present continuous tense. The cake was baked by John. Passive voice. Have, has, had. Examples. They have finished their homework. Present perfect tense. She had left before I arrived. Past perfect tense. Do, does, did. Examples. He does not like broccoli. Negative. Did you see that movie? Question. I do want to go to the concert. Emphasis. Modals. Modal verbs are used to express ability, suggestion, certainty, necessity, possibility, obligation, permission, or willingness. They do not change form based on tense or subject, and are always followed by the base form of the main verb. Can. Ability, she can swim. Permission, can I use your pen? Possibility, it can get very hot here this summer. Could. Polite request, could you pass me the salt? Past ability, I could run faster when I was younger. Conditional, I could help you if I had more time. Possibility, it could rain later. Shall. Offer, shall I get you a drink? Suggestion, shall we go for a walk? Future, formal, we shall proceed with the plan as discussed. Determination, I shall complete the task by tonight. Should. Advice, you should take a break. Recommendation, we should try the new restaurant downtown. Obligation, you should finish your homework before watching TV. Expectation, the train should arrive soon. Probability, she should be at home by now. Will. Future, I will call you tomorrow. Prediction, it will be sunny tomorrow. Promise, I will help with your project. Willingness, I will do whatever it takes to help her. Decisions made at the moment, I will have the chicken, please. Would. Polite request, would you mind closing the door? Conditional, I would go if I had the time. Past habits, I would visit my grandparents every summer. Preference, I would rather stay home tonight. May. Permission, may I leave now? Possibility, it may snow this evening. Might. Possibility, she might come to the party. Suggestion, you might want to check your email. Must. Necessity, you must wear a helmet while riding a bike. Strong obligation, I must finish the assignment tonight. Strong deduction, he must be the new manager. Semi-modals. Semi-modals are auxiliary verbs that function like modals, but conjugate for tense and subject, often require to before the main verb, and use auxiliary verbs like do in negatives and questions. Dare. Challenge, I dare you to try and prove me wrong. Courage, he dare not go into the dark room. Need. Necessity, you need a key to open the door. Requirement, to join the club, you need to be a student. Ought to. Suggestion, you ought to see a doctor. Moral obligation, we ought to help those in need. Used to. Past habit, I used to play tennis every weekend. Past state, we used to live in New York. Have to. Necessity, she has to wear her glasses to see clearly. Obligation, I have to finish this report by tomorrow. Had better. Advice, stronger than should, you had better study for the exam. Warning, you had better be on time. Conditionals. Conditionals describe situations and their possible results. There are 4 main types of conditionals, each with different structures and uses. 1. Zero conditional. Use. Facts or general truths. Structure. If plus present simple, present simple. Examples. If you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. Fact. Water always boils at 100 degrees Celsius under normal conditions. If you sleep well, you feel better the next day. General truth. Good sleep improves how you feel. 2. First conditional. Use. Possible future situations. Structure. If plus present simple, will plus base verb. Examples. If it rains tomorrow, I will stay home. Possible future, it might rain. If I finish my work early, I will go to the gym. Possible future, I might finish early. 3. Second conditional. Use. Unreal present or future situations. Structure. If plus past simple, would plus base verb. Examples. If I were a bird, I would fly to you. Unreal, I am not a bird. If I won the lottery, I would travel the world. Unreal, I have not won the lottery. 4. Third conditional. Use. Unreal past situations and their probable results. Structure. If plus past perfect, would have plus past participle. Examples. If she had studied harder, she would have passed the exam. Unreal, she didn't study hard enough, so she didn't pass. If I had known it was your birthday, I would have bought a gift. Unreal, I didn't know it was your birthday, so I didn't buy a gift. Mixed conditionals. Mixed conditionals are sentences that combine an imaginary condition from one time period, for example, past or future, with a result in a different time period, for example, present or future. Imaginary past condition plus present result. Structure. If plus past perfect, would plus base verb. Example, if she had taken her medication, she would be feeling better now. But she didn't take her medication, so she isn't feeling better now. Imaginary past condition plus future result. Structure. If plus past perfect, would plus base verb. Example, if he had booked the tickets earlier, he would be flying with us tomorrow. But he didn't book the tickets earlier, so he isn't going to fly with us tomorrow. Imaginary present condition plus past result. Structure. If plus past simple, would have plus past participle. Example, if I were a man, they would have given me the job. But I am not a man, so they didn't give me the job. Imaginary present condition plus future result. Structure. If plus past simple, would plus base verb. Example, if I were healthier, I would be running in the marathon next month. But I'm not healthy enough now, so I won't be running in the marathon next month. Imaginary future condition plus past result. Structure. If plus past simple, would have plus past participle. Example, if she weren't taking her exams next week, she would have joined us for the trip. But she is taking her exams next week, so she didn't join us for the trip. Imaginary future condition plus present result. Structure. If plus past simple, would plus base verb. Example, if he were going to the concert with us tomorrow, I would be very excited now. But he isn't going tomorrow, so I'm not excited now. Phrases. A phrase is a group of words that acts as a single unit, but doesn't form a complete sentence. Types of phrases. Noun phrase. Includes a noun and any modifiers, such as articles, adjectives, etc. Examples. The blue car is mine. The fresh new coffee smells great. Several of the students passed with good grades. Verb phrase. Includes the main verb and any helping verbs or auxiliary verbs. Examples. He is reading a book. She has been studying for hours. I am looking forward to meeting her next week. Adjective phrase. Describes a noun or pronoun in a sentence. Examples. The incredibly brave firefighter saved the day. I received a basket full of fruits. The house with the red door is ours. The movie about historical events was very interesting. She is the one known for her kindness. They are the people working on the project. Adverb phrase. Modifies a verb, adjective, another adverb, or an entire sentence. Examples. He drives with great care. The advice was helpful to a large extent. She worked diligently beyond the usual expectations. By good luck, the plane landed safely. Prepositional phrase. Begins with a preposition and ends with a noun or pronoun. Examples. The cat is under the table. We will meet after lunch. The dog ran across the field. Infinitive phrase. To plus base form of verb includes objects and or modifiers. Acts as a noun, adjective, or adverb. Examples. To travel the world is my dream. She has a project to finish on time. He went to the store to buy groceries. Gerund phrase. Verb plus ing includes objects and or modifiers. Acts as a noun. Examples. Swimming in the ocean is my favorite activity. She enjoys reading books before bed. His hobby is cooking delicious meals. They are interested in learning new languages. Clauses. A clause contains a subject and a verb and can sometimes stand alone as a sentence. Clauses are divided into two main types: independent clauses and dependent clauses. Independent clause, main clause, can stand alone as a complete sentence. Examples. He exercises every day. The students passed the exam. I will call you. Dependent clause, subordinate clause, cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. It depends on an independent clause to make sense. Often starts with subordinating conjunctions such as because, although, when, while, if, etc. Examples. Because he wants to stay healthy. Cannot stand alone. Complete sentence. He exercises every day because he wants to stay healthy. Although it was very difficult. Cannot stand alone. Complete sentence. The students passed the exam although it was very difficult. When I reach home. Cannot stand alone. Complete sentence. I will call you when I reach home. Types of dependent clauses. A. Noun clause. Acts as a noun, subject, object, or complement, starting with words such as what, where, that, etc. Examples. What she said was right. I can't remember where I left my phone. That he won the award was a surprise to everyone. B. Adverb clause. Modifies a verb, adjective, or adverb, providing information about manner, place, time, condition, reason, purpose, etc. Examples. She was allowed to do things as she wanted to do. He moved to the city when he got a new job. If you study hard, you will pass the test. C. Relative clause. Modifies a noun or pronoun, beginning with who, which, that, etc. Defining clause, or restrictive clause. Gives essential information about the noun or pronoun. Without this clause, the meaning of the sentence changes. Examples. Anyone who finishes early can leave. The restaurant which we visited last week has good reviews. The dress that she wore to the party was stunning. Non-defining clause, or non-restrictive clause. Adds extra information about the noun or pronoun. The sentence would still make sense without this clause. Examples. My sister, who lives in Paris, is visiting us. My car, which I bought last year, has problems. The new cafe, that just opened, is popular. Appositives. An appositive is a noun or noun phrase that renames or explains another noun next to it. Types of appositives. Restrictive or essential appositives. Gives essential information. Removing it would make the sentence unclear or change its meaning. No special punctuation is required. Examples. My friend Sarah loves reading. The author J.K. Rowling wrote the Harry Potter series. The country Japan is known for its technological advancements. Non-restrictive or non-essential appositives. Adds extra information. The sentence remains clear without it. Set off by commas, em-dashes, parentheses, or a colon, if it appears at the end of the sentence. Examples. Paris, the capital of France, is a beautiful city. Paris, the capital of France, is a beautiful city. Paris, the capital of France, is a beautiful city. I would like to visit Paris, the capital of France. Appositives can be restrictive or non-restrictive, depending on the meaning and context. Examples. My dog, Bella, loves playing fetch. Suggests that there is only one dog. My dog Bella loves playing fetch. Suggests that there are multiple dogs, and Bella is being specifically identified among them. Placement of appositives. After the noun. Most often, the appositive comes right after the noun. Example. The Nile, the longest river in the world, flows through northeastern Africa. Before the noun. The appositive can sometimes come before the noun it describes. Example. A talented artist, Picasso created famous paintings. Tag questions. Tag questions are short questions added to the end of a statement to confirm or check information, seek agreement, or elicit a response. Structure of tag questions. Positive statement plus negative tag. Example. She is happy, isn't she? Negative statement plus positive tag. Example. He isn't tired, is he? Rules for forming tag questions. Use the same auxiliary verb as in the main clause. Verb to be, is, are, was, were. Examples. I am your friend, aren't I? She is a teacher, isn't she? They aren't at home, are they? He wasn't late, was he? We were on time, weren't we? Verb to have has had. Examples. They have been waiting for long, haven't they? She hasn't finished the project, has she? He had already left, hadn't he? Modals: can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must. Examples. He can swim, can't he? You should have called him, shouldn't you? They won't join us, will they? She mayn't be late, may she? He must finish the task, mustn't he? If no auxiliary verb, use do, does, did, in the tag. Examples. You like pizza, don't you? They don't know her, do they? He plays football, doesn't he? She doesn't like chocolate, does she? He went to the party, didn't he? Nobody showed up, did they? Tag questions with negative adverbs. Adverbs like never, hardly, barely, scarcely, rarely, and seldom carry a negative meaning. Use a positive tag since the overall meaning is negative. Examples. He never eats sweets, does he? She hardly talks to anyone, does she? He barely finished the race, did he? They scarcely have time to relax, do they? She rarely visits her grandparents, does she? They seldom go out on weekends, do they? Tag questions with imperatives. For invitations, use won't. Join us for dinner, won't you? For friendly requests, use can or can't. Pass the salt, can you? Turn off the lights, can't you? Can suggest a bit of irritation. For polite requests, use would. Please close the window, would you? For less polite requests, use will. Send me the report, will you? For negative imperatives, use will. Don't be late, will you? Tag questions with special cases. Use aren't I, for I am. I am the host, aren't I? Use don't, for have to. You have to finish it, don't you? Use shall we, for let's. Let's take a break, shall we? Use hadn't, for had better. She'd better hurry, hadn't she? Intonation in tag questions. Rising intonation, for genuine uncertainty. Examples.
You've met her before, haven't you? It's your dog, isn't it?
Falling intonation, for expecting agreement. Examples.
You've got beautiful eyes, haven't you? It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Punctuation. Punctuation marks are symbols that help clarify meaning in writing. Examples include periods, commas, question marks, etc. 1. Period or full stop. End a statement. She went home. End an indirect question. He asked if I was coming. Abbreviate. Dr. Smith lives in the US. 2, comma. Separate items in a list. I bought apples, oranges, and bananas. Separate clauses in a compound sentence. She is tired, but she will help. Set off introductory words. After dinner, we went for a walk. Add extra information. The movie, which we watched last night, was thrilling. Separate direct speech. She said, I'll be there. 3, question mark. End a direct question. Where are you going? Indicate a tag question. It's a nice day, isn't it? Express a rhetorical question. Who knows? 4, exclamation mark. Show strong feeling. Wow. That's amazing. End a command or exclamation. Stop right now. 5, colon. Introduce a list. To make the cake, you will need flour, sugar, eggs, butter, and vanilla extract. Explain something. There was one problem. The flight was cancelled. Show time. The meeting is at 2:30 p.m. Introduce a quote. He said, let's start the meeting. Note, a comma can also be used. 6, semicolon. Join related clauses. She loves cooking. Her husband prefers eating out. Separate items in a complex list. The meeting included Sarah, the manager, John, the developer, and Lisa, the marketer. Before transitional words and phrases. I wanted to go for a walk, however, it started raining. 7, apostrophe. Show possession. Teresa's book. Form contractions. Can't, it's. 8, quotation marks. Enclose direct speech or quotes. Can you help me? He asked. Enclose titles of short works. I love the poem The Road Not Taken. Show irony or sarcasm. She called it a great idea. Indicate special terms. The term homework means school work done at home. Highlight specific letters and words. The teacher said, remember that the K in knock is silent. 9, parenthesis. Add extra information. She moved to New York, her dream city. Include clarifications. The medication, an antibiotic, should be taken with food. Insert comments. She arrived at the meeting, quite out of breath, just in time. Provide references. Understanding multiple intelligences can help tailor teaching methods to individual students. Gardner, 1983. 10, hyphen. Join words. Well-known, part-time. Link prefixes. Non-profit. Split syllables. Computer. 11. Dash. Show a pause or change in thought. I thought I'd lost my keys. Oh, here they are. Add extra information or an explanation. The conference was great. Many people said they enjoyed it. Give emphasis or highlight an idea. There's one thing I've learnt, nothing beats experience. Show a range of numbers or dates. The store is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Use instead of parentheses for extra information. The movie, based on a true story, was very inspiring. 12. Ellipsis. Show omitted text. The answer to the question is not as simple as it seems. Show trailing off. I'm not sure what to do. Show hesitation. Well, I guess we can try it. 13. Brackets. Include clarifications. She said she would be online by 5 p.m., her local time. Insert comments. The concert was amazing, despite the rain. Use parentheses within parentheses. The event, scheduled for Saturday, May 10th, was postponed. Key concepts and the language teaching classroom. Read these tips and mark the ones that matter most to you. In the language classroom, grammar rules help us understand how language works. However, it's important to know that language changes over time, and grammar rules don't always keep up. For example, some grammar books say that less is used with uncountable nouns and fewer is used with countable nouns. Yet, in everyday language, you might hear people use less when fewer might be technically correct, such as less people instead of fewer people. Grammar rules usually focus on written language, but spoken language has its own features like repetition. Example: I really enjoyed the movie. Contractions. Example: can't, I've, using slang. Example: gonna, wanna, and informal expressions. Example: hang in there, piece of cake, which aren't always covered in grammar books. Some newer grammar books now include these spoken language aspects. Usually, native language users speak and write well without knowing formal grammar rules. Teachers have to decide whether to teach grammar by patterns or by explaining rules. Some learners find it helpful to learn rules, while others, like young children, may not need them. Just learning rules doesn't teach how to communicate well, which is the main goal of language. Nowadays, language teaching also looks at functions, language skills, fluency, and communication, not just rules. In exercises, it's important to practice both the correct form of language and how to use it. For example, learning when to use the second conditional, like talking about unlikely situations, and understanding when to use formal or informal language in different situations, is important for effective communication. See Units 9 to 14 for how we learn grammar, Units 15 to 17 for teaching grammatical structures, Units 19, 20 and 21 for planning lessons on grammatical structures, and Unit 32 for ways of correcting grammar. Thank you.